Alright, so wow, it's Sunday, February the 1st. Happy February. I just got finished just doing some little February planning, switching everything over from paper calendar to like my actual calendar up there. And then also planning for just some events that I want to do this month. And then one possible one that I want to do next month, but if I want to do it, which I'm probably gonna end up doing, then I need to go ahead and register for it because it's for volunteering, and I want to be able to, being that it's not anywhere close to home, it's in Salisbury, I want to go ahead and kind of see, like, do I just want to make the drive because it's for 2 days, or do I want to just go ahead and like get like a little hotel, just stay the weekend up there, what I want to do. So I went ahead, and I think I was telling you guys on the last page that I did that I was planning for a Super Bowl party. So it's going to be at Jay's house on Sunday, February the 8th, and Annie's going to be there, Mars going to be there, other friends are going to be there, so I'm really excited. This is going to be so much fun. So I know that Jay really is excited about Bad Bunny because he's performing at the Super Bowl this year, so I went ahead and I made like a little banner. I didn't make it, I could have made it, but I just went on Etsy and it was right there, and I was like, perfect. So I just went ahead and just got everything together for it. So this is what it looks like. If we can go, there we go. So welcome to the Bonito Bowl. And so my idea is I wanted to do like a big poster, but then I was like, okay, Courtney, like that's just you being extra. Let's just, you know, reel it back in. And you know, it can still be cute and it can still be affordable, and yeah, it'll still take up a good amount of space. So instead of like the 30 by something banner I was gonna do, I did a, what did I end up doing? I think it was like a 24 by something. I don't know, but you guys will see it when I go and pick it up from Staples. So it should be done by tomorrow. It's likely I'm not gonna go and get it tomorrow because I just want to focus on like work's task and like start planning stuff for Tammy's Promise, which we found some people that are interested in like learning more about it. So we're excited. I'm going to connect with those people and probably some more people and just kind of see like where we're at, like how we can get our names spread in the community. And even if we don't, you know, work with those people this go around, that's okay, because at least like we can plan for next year, and that is going to be what makes it sustainable and, you know, just good. So I'm excited. I'm really excited. Before today, I made the poster. That was like on my top to-do list today. Another thing that I did was write off my things. Another thing on my to-do list. We might be, or another thing that I did too, that's fine. Another thing that I did as well was get in touch with Annie. I know we were talking about doing something for Valentine's Day, aka Galentine's Day. So I found this event. It was on TikTok and it actually looks pretty fun. It's like a Galentine's kind of like night, like with reggaeton and just like a nice little party. So let me see. This is what it is. Galentine's Perrero. Friday, February the 13th. And yeah, it looks like it's like a nice little event. It's from 10 to 2, and it's reggaeton, it's games, it's dancing, it's drinks, all the things. So I am so excited. I texted Annie, she's down. I told her to tell Veronica about it to see if she's down. And I hope so, because Veronica's a vibe. I love her. So I hope we all can go. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time, and I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, once we get clear on that, I'll go ahead and I'll order those tickets. And then yeah, today's very low-key. It's very low-key. I am excited for the Grammys tonight though, because all I know is Olivia Dean. I want to see Olivia Dean snatch up all those Grammys because it's well deserved. Because the way that The Art of Loving went triple platinum in my car. Give my sis her tings. I want my tings. So I better see her get something. I better see Leon Thomas get something. I better see Giveon get something. Very much so. Give my peoples they things. So I'm just playing, but I'm totally not, because I just really hope like they at least win something, because the way that all of their albums, all of their songs just like struck my heart, struck my soul, struck my mind, my body, my spirit. Love them down. But yeah, so I'm gonna tune into that tonight. I don't know what time it comes on, but I'll figure it out.
Okay, good. So just to recap this framework again, we all have a survival pattern. We all have a blueprint for how we survive difficult or challenging situations in our lives. Okay? And this pattern usually begins forming at the age before we have the ability cognitively to process painful experiences. Okay, so precognitive. And usually in the first instance of trying to get the need for love met from the external world. And when we inevitably can't get that need met, for whatever reason, whether it was needing, to have attention, or needing to feel held in a difficult moment, or feel the presence of your parental figure, for whatever reason, when the need for love did not get met, it's too painful as a young person to feel that pain, that experience, okay? So rather than just feeling it fully and allowing it to move through us, that pain, that experience tends to get caught as a pain blockage. There are many, many people who talk about this. Carl Jung talked about it, Eckhart Tolle talks about it, Michael Singer talks about it. These are energetic or physiological blockages of pain that then get re-triggered over and over again in a lifetime. So this pain, basically, our systems are smart, right? It wants to help us avoid feeling that, because it didn't feel good. So in order to avoid feeling that pain, what we do is we develop a mechanism around the pain to avoid feeling it. There's a bit of irony to that, of course, because as we know, and as I'm sure you've noticed this last week, sometimes that mechanism isn't the most helpful thing in the world, right? But remembering also, one thing I do want you to know and point to, and we'll get to this, is that the pattern also gives us our gifts. You may have noticed that some of the things that you do when you're in that survival state also make you really good at certain things, right? Like for me, if I'm really, really in the pattern, I'm taking care of things, and I'm on top of everything, and I'm taking all the responsibility on, because that's what I had to do as a young person to survive, that actually makes me really, really good at certain things. So the pattern will also give you your gifts. So we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, yeah? But what we're doing by looking at the pattern is we're looking at the ways in which it is not serving us. We're looking for the aspects that are not serving.
Hi. Alright, so it is Thursday, January the 5th, 6:32. I just got out of my second week of my wellness and productivity class, and it was actually good. I will say, like, going into this week, I knew that the topic was going to be about pain, like processing our pain and productivity, and leaving out of week one with that, I was kind of just like, what? Like, how does that even work? But attending the session tonight made it make sense. So yeah, I'm happy that I went, and it was a really good session. So some of my notes that I took on pain and productivity for tonight, I wanted to share with you guys. So we opened up pretty much just saying, like, you can't heal what you can't see. And so that's why week one we focused on writing out our survival patterns, because that helps us to know our triggers, like, in every single aspect. So emotionally, behaviorally, mentally, spiritually, all the things. And so it was actually kind of smart that she did it that way, because if we just would have went into like just like, okay, like, how do we fix this, without knowing what even there is to fix, like, or like diving deep into ourselves to know, like, okay, like, when this is happening, or when I feel this emotion, or when I feel, this sense of whatever I'm feeling, or I see something that could potentially be a trigger, I know that my survival pattern is about to kick in. And I didn't even realize that it was a survival pattern technically. I just thought that was just like me just flipping out, like, not even that it was like a survival pattern. So I do agree with, like, if we can't see it, if we don't even know what it is that we're needing to fix or get to the root of, like, we can't fix it, or heal it, rather. Not fix. I like to say heal. So yeah. And then also, if you're not stable inside, the best system won't work. So it all goes back to like, we have to be at peace with ourselves, and if we're not peaceful, then nothing around us is going to be peaceful. No matter how hard we work, no matter what system we use, it's coming from a state of chaos because we're in a chaotic state ourselves. So that was a really good one, and the goal is just to always remember to have like a peace of mind about everything that we're doing. Our homework this week was dropping in, and twice this week, so specifically during our patterns. I think that might be tough for me, and I should have like said something, because I'm such in like a go mode. It's hard for me. Do I feel the pattern coming on? I do. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. And then it's just like I get irritated, and it's like, what is wrong with me? Or like, why can't this just be done right? You know, like, but, and then also, because I work such a patient forward job, and I feel like I'm always going to be working a patient forward job because I love people, I love communities, I love connecting with people, talking to people, helping people understand, advocating, like all these things. I just feel like it's going to be hard for me to, in the moment, feel the trigger and be able to have a moment of grounding in that moment, because the goal of what we learned tonight, which is dropping in, so pretty much like when we're dropping in, we're supposed to drop in as soon as we feel the trigger ultimately, or the survival pattern kicking in. And I'm gonna email her about this, and I should have did it on live because I'm pretty sure other people, you know, I'm pretty sure other people on the live work patient forward jobs or people forward jobs. I just want to know like what that looks like, because I can just see me now like trying to do that, and it's like I won't even have the time, because half of the time it's with a patient where it's like, okay, it's a trigger, but at the same time I don't really have a lot of those patients, and I think I've gotten myself to the point, maybe it's like not even, it's just kind of just a part of me now where it's just like, okay, like I'm not gonna let this patient get to me, because I've dealt with so many other patients like this, and it's like, this is kind of what has worked in the past, or maybe I've just gotten prone to it, I don't know. But I'm definitely going to email her. That is on my to-do list to do tonight, to email her and just kind of see what her advice is on that. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. But that's our homework, is to drop in twice this week, and I am going to do it because even if it means like me like doing it after the fact, even if I don't catch it in the moment, or if I'm not able to do it in the moment, I still do want to try it, because we did an exercise tonight, and I can see how in the moment like it can be really like calming and helpful, because when your survival pattern is kicking in, I'm pretty sure, like for example, like for me, like I know like I get really tense, I get headaches, I get sweaty. If I'm able to have something or be in a space where I'm able to be like, okay, Courtney, let's drop in with ourselves. How are we feeling? And why is this a trigger to me? A part of our conversation tonight was our trigger always is going to have to do something that's connected to pain. So there's an underlying root, which is so funny because I was actually talking to Shannon about this, about I think a lot of the things as humans that we face, it always goes back to a root cause, and we put band-aids over it, and we try to doctor it up, we try to sweeten it up, we try to dress it up, and we're not actually getting down to the root problems that we're facing. And that's why, you know, we have, you know, all these traumas, which we can't help trauma. But I think if we're able to sit down with ourselves, which takes a lot of work, I understand, but if we're able to sit down with ourselves and say, hey, this trigger that I'm feeling, this pain that I'm feeling, this just overall bubble that I'm feeling, it started at this age, or I noticed it at this age, or it's tied to a pain that happened at this age, you know. it all goes back to a root ultimately. And I think we just have to sit down with ourselves long enough to figure out what that root is. And it just takes a lot of work. But that's also rewarding because we're able to face ourselves and we're able to just be one with ourselves to the point where it's like, okay, like, you almost kind of feel invincible, like they were saying on the call. Like, it's just like, man, like, I face my demons, I face my fears, I face my triggers. I feel like when you get to that point, like, nothing or nobody can stop you, because if you're able to sit with yourself and you're able to, like, talk to yourself, ground yourself, you know, face your own demons, what can anybody really say to you? Nothing, because a lot of people don't do that themselves. And once you're okay with facing yourself and being who you are and knowing, like, hey, I had some really crazy things that happened to me, like some really crazy moments in my life. I've dealt with, you know, trauma, like all these things, all these triggers, but I saw myself out on the other side of that and it made me stronger. What can anybody say to you? Nothing. Because you've done the work. You've done the work within yourself. And so I think that's a big part of what tonight's topic is noticing that when we're having our triggers, when we are having to go into survival pattern, there is an underlying pain that is addressed with that. And I'll say for mine, I know, and it's actually one that she used tonight. She actually said a lot of people, I'm not good enough is usually the name of the pain. So we have to name the pain and we have to kind of root that pain to, like, why do we feel that way and how can I overcome this with time. It doesn't have to be the next day. Doesn't have to be the next, you know, month. It can be in your own time, but you do have to kind of go back to that root and gently, like, nudge it. Gently just take little pieces out at a time, nurture yourself, like, you know, ground yourself, and just kind of defute that lie that you have been telling yourself or that somebody else might have told you. Like, it's not true. So for me, example, a lot of the times with my survival pattern, I feel that way because, prime example, oftentimes I feel like I'm not good enough. And it gets me still sometimes. Like, I will say it's more recently than, you know, before. Like, and this is like even months ago, I would, like, equate my worth to me being good enough or not good enough. And I had to sit and realize, like, I'm worth so much more than what I'm able to do or what I don't do. First and foremost, my presence alone is worthy. God said that in his word. So I have, because I still sometimes do wrestle with that, I have to go back to that underlying root when I do feel like I'm not good enough, and I have to unwork it. I have to be like, okay, 1, my presence alone is enough. 2, I don't have to do this kind of job, be in this kind of place, have this kind of friend, dress this kind of way, look this kind of way to fit into a room. Like, I can just be me, and the people that are meant for me are going to show up and they're going to be around me, and vice versa. And that's enough. I can just show up to my job, do my hardest, know that I've done everything that I can for that day. And if I don't get everything done that day, guess what? God willing, I have tomorrow, and that's enough. I can, you know, make all these plans for a day, and if I don't get every single thing done on that to-do list, that's okay. I've done enough. That's okay. Like, I don't have to beat myself up. So just kind of going back to the root and nurturing it, from my understanding, is what, you know, can help us get out of survival mode or survival patterns or things that we often feel like should be or is a part of us, or that's just normalized, or like how people are like, oh, that's just how I am, you know, or that's just like how I think, or like anything, like, and it's just like, no, we can change, we can grow, we just have to sit with ourselves long enough to want to be able to have a better outcome, to want to be able to change, to want to be able to know, like, hey, I'm at peace with who I am, with what I'm doing, with where I am, and just me being me is enough the way that I am. Yeah. But tonight session was a really good session. Pain with productivity. And it is one where it's like it teaches me, and it's so on brand with just what I've been talking about how we really just have to get down to the root of everything. That is the key thing. I feel like one of the key keys to life is when you are having pain, when you're having frustration, when you're having all these things, all these feelings and all these emotions arising, you have to get down to the root, because it's something in you, it's something in your spirit, man, that is causing you to feel this way. It's not just an emotion just to be an emotion. It's not just a feeling just to be a feeling. You are feeling this way for a reason, and it's something that either is stemming from your childhood, it's some type of like negative belief that you're holding about yourself that's stemming from your childhood. It's just so funny how I was talking to Shannon about this. Like, it always goes back to your root. Like, it always goes back to your childhood, you know, in some way, shape, or form, or an experience that you had growing up, or just whenever you had an experience that triggers you. So I'm trying to do more of that, I will say. And of course, like, my other thing too is like talking to God to like reveal that to me, like whenever I am triggered, why is this happening? But yeah, so tonight was a really good session. I'm happy that I went, because I have the drop-ins, the meditations, just sitting with myself and my feelings and my emotions. And yeah. Hey guys, so it is Friday, January the 6th, I think. We're at the vet for Lily, and my little anxious girl, she's just so anxious, but she's gonna do good. She always does, and it's really quick. So Lily, hi. She's like, get me out of here, please. So they just took Lily back for a heartburn test. I feel so bad because I told her, I was like, I'm gonna be with you guys the way, and they just took her in the back. But hopefully she doesn't have any heartworms. I don't think that she does. So we'll see. I might have to run. I might see if they can run blood work, because she's gained a lot of weight. When I got her, she was like not even 20 pounds, or like somewhere like early 20 pounds, or like low 20 pounds. And then like now she's like almost 40 pounds. So, and I don't know if that's just equated to like how much she's eating. I don't know if that's equated to the lab tech said something about, or vet tech said something about hypothyroidism. So I didn't even know dogs can have that. Dogs can have a lot of stuff, diabetes, like all these things. And it's like, man, they really are like humans. But hopefully all is well, all will be well. But we'll see. I'll probably just have them do the lab work and just kind of run some tests and see what's going on, see if she's healthy, see if there's anything that can help her if needed. So yeah, but we'll see. I really like the vet. I really like this vet here. They're really sweet people, they're really nice, and the vet is black. We love that. I'm like, hey sister girl, love it. So, but I'll keep you guys posted, updated, and yeah, I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Hi. Alright guys, so I just got some things for Sunday. We got our Bonita Bowl poster. It looks so good. I feel like this is good. Like, so if you know me, then you know my mind automatically is gonna go to like big, grand moment. She's here, she's arrived. But I can't do too much of that anymore, because I'm trying to adult and be wise with my finances and my money, and it can still be a big grand moment and be cute and little. So this is her. So it says, oh sorry, upside down, welcome to the Bonita Bowl, with Bad Bunny at the bottom. So I think this is cute. we might can put like little stickers or something on there. I really just got this off of Etsy. Sorry if it went dark a little bit, but I really just got this off of Etsy. And she was a cute couple of dollars. So that's what we're working with. I'll probably show it to Annie when she calls me in a little bit, just to see like how we can spruce it up. I also just left Dollar General or Dollar Tree because I got some balloons that we could use. I kind of did it to where I have both teams' colors. So it's the Patriots and the Seahawks. So metallic silver, navy blue for both, really. This like electric green for the Seahawks, red and white for the Patriots, some white in the Seahawks. So I just got a whole bunch of balloons, different colors, different things, and then we can blow those up on Sunday. And then let's see, food wise, so I'm either going to do meatballs or pigs in a blanket, depending if I want to just buy them or if I want to actually make them at the house. Annie's bringing sweets, Jay's making the drinks and getting the Publix chicken, Sarah's making chicken dip, Jess is going to bring something, Marvin will probably text me if he's going to bring something or not. His presence alone is good and worthy, so it's just kind of like that's cool too. Yeah, so I think it's coming together. I also got these two like little picture frames because I thought about maybe putting like both team pictures on there, or either like maybe like a menu. I don't know. I got two just in case I do teams. If not, and I just do like a cute like little menu, then that'll be that. So yeah, but yeah, I'm excited. Super Bowl is on Sunday. I'm not a big football girly, so I'm not like usually all decked out for this type of stuff, but I just remember that Jay had said that she wanted to be holding Luca dancing to Bad Bunny, and so I was just like, well, let's make it happen. Let's plan a Super Bowl party at your house. So that's what we're doing. And I'm excited for it. I'm really, really pumped. So it's Friday at 5, and I can't wait to see the performance, this Super Bowl, oh my gosh, words. I can't wait to see the Super Bowl performance, and yeah, just kind of see how everything goes. Lily's appointment went good. She had a good checkup. She's healthy. She just needs to lose some weight, but we knew that. So I'm gonna go and kind of like research things that like I can be helpful with, and like meals and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do that when I get back. So all right, but I'm done rambling. I will see you guys in a little bit during our check-in, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Goodness. There you go. Do it. Do it again. Do it.
Child of destiny.
I'm happy you put that little music in our video. Thank God.
I was supposed to be recording this.
We were talking about things that did not.
I know.
Girl,
I was supposed to be recording this whole process, but time is slipping away from me. Yeah. Yeah.
oh my God, I'm here. Say hey, y'all, Jay.
Jay, say hi for the YouTube video.
Go Patriots!
I need to eat food. We done took a shot. We ate nothing. Ooh, we ruined. That's gonna be my first and only. Wait, cut and then cut back. Well, y'all.
1, 2, 3.
Duplo just won all the way in 2100. And Duplo won like 3.
Hi, Luca and Auntie Jo. Hi, Bubba. Hi. Just chilling. You want your passy? There he goes. So cute. Hi.
Hi, Courtney.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Love us. Skin looks moisturized.
Girl, thank you.
We're Black History Month, so we love that for you.
Love that. We love it. Lily, you want to say hi? Because you're all up in the camera.
Hi, little doggy. What are you up to? Are you just hanging out?
She's just hanging out with Mama.
Oh, wanting the tea today.
She's always wanting the tea. She's like, girl, what's going on with you?
Oh my goodness. How are you feeling? Good.
Let's see. I'm feeling good. I feel like it's been a crazy not crazy, but like, I can't really think of like the word. Okay, I can think of a word. I feel like I've been stuck like these weeks in February. Like, I feel like January I ended it and I was like, okay, like intentional. Like, I've been trying to like do better, like giving myself a word for every month and like just being like present with how I'm feeling. And every time I'm like, okay, well, Court, like, how do we feel like this month is so far? Like, you know, check in with myself. I'm like, I just feel like I'm just stuck this month. And I don't know if it's because like of just everything with like career or just like, I will say I feel like I had like 2 trigger points that kind of like that led to me feeling that way. One, like, that I first noticed, like, it was like early February, and then like the other one like recently, like on Valentine's Day, and I was like, oofy, but it was a ooh. Yeah, but that one I won't say like, it wasn't like a trigger to the point where I was just like, oh my gosh. I would say I feel like the first trigger had more of an effect on me than this one. Like, this one I was just like, okay, but it's more of a trigger because I was just like,
That you were feeling just a little stuck when it comes to career or just pivoting.
Yeah, and I know like we talked last time, so I actually was like, okay, like I can't do anything without movement, right? So I actually have a meeting on Friday with the director of like the career advisement center in Atlanta at USC, and I had just emailed her and I was like, hey, like I graduate May of 2027 with this degree. I just kind of want to see like what opportunities like are out there in LA, because like, you know, I end up planning to move to LA. It might not be right after I graduate, but that is like a goal, one of my goals. So I have a meeting with her on Friday, so I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm like all the things, but I was like, you know, I can't just say like I want to move out there. Like, I was thinking about our conversation last time and like just like how you were like, well, start planning to like see how much it would cost to be, you know, wherever you want to be, to get your car shipped over, like what type of job would you want to have out there. And so on my birthday, I think I was telling you, September, me and my 2 best friends, Annie and Marv, we're gonna take a trip down there for a couple of days. And then we'll probably, well, I want them to have like a good experience too, so I was like, whatever you guys want to do, we'll do. Whatever I want to do, we'll do. And then like anything else, like, you know, we'll just kind of see. But I was at least like, let me just reach out and like talk to somebody, utilize my resources and my networks, because this is like a free resource at USC that I never even thought to like, you know, look into or utilize, and I want to do it. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do it.
So maybe walk me through the thoughts of you feeling stuck, because what I'm hearing is kind of the opposite of that.
I guess feeling stuck in a way of just like thinking, okay, like what if that doesn't work out? Because like, remember I was like, okay, well, I felt like I heard God tell me about like dental school and like High Point, and that it's not that it didn't happen, it's just like, I don't know, I just feel like, is that really what he has for me? If, as far as California, like, you know, the draw, the feeling to that, like if I thought that this is what he said he had for me and it ended up not being that at the current moment, you know?
Yeah. It seems like your desire to move has gotten more stronger though. Maybe because I don't know if you're getting closer to like your graduation date, or you're thinking more about your career more. But it seems like that desire has been embedded in you for a long time. So there's something about that state that is drawing you to there.
Yeah.
So I think it seems you're being at least obedient to the process of you at least figuring out if that's meant for me to be there or not. It's not like, oh, it's a desire and like you're doing nothing with it.
Yeah.
At least you're like in a phase of like exploration, and as you're praying along the way and seeing like what's going, hopefully God will reveal just his plans for your life while you're out there. Yeah.
I just like fear, like I feel like when I'm in California, I'm gonna be happy because California, yes. But it's just like, okay, like I think a big part of me maybe feeling stuck too, because it's like, okay, I always was like, if I'm not a dentist, then I don't know like what I'm gonna do, because I had that on my mind for so long, because I thought that's what I was supposed to be doing, and it still might be, but like as I'm trying to figure it all out, I'm just like, well, do I even want to be that? It's just like I feel like really like back and forth on like that career path, and then I feel like if that doesn't happen, then I'm gonna be like this big imposter, because it's like I told all these people like about dental school, and it's like I'm not gonna be a dentist, and then it's so many things, and it's just like golly, like, you know.
Yeah.
So
I guess my question is then to you is more so, is the fear more so like rooted in other people's response reaction if you do decide to pivot? Or is it more so how like your identity is attached to a career, to a title, to an expectation?
I feel at this point like it would be more so like what other people like would say. And I know that it doesn't matter. Like I know that it's like, okay, Courtney, but you have like the right to change. Just because you told somebody this like years ago or even yesterday, like that can change in 30 minutes. And guess what? Like that is okay, because it's your life. You don't have to like hold yourself bound to what you say if you know, like if you change. But then like that's half, right? And then the other half is like, yeah, but like I had all these people like supporting me and like vouching for me, and like you know, and it's like almost like I thought like I heard God not say that, but like line all these opportunities up for that to happen. So it's like, why am I feeling indifferent now? Like, and could it just be like the space that I'm in? Could I like just go to California and see what happens over there? Like, could I just go somewhere here, like step away from my job and kind of like, you know, it's just like, it's like so many thoughts, but I feel like it's the opinions and the thoughts of like other people that I'm like more afraid of. But I know that ultimately that doesn't matter, because I can change and grow into something, and maybe that it works out far more better than what I envisioned initially.
And I mean, maybe it's how we have to reframe how we view support systems. So support systems, regardless, like if you pivot or if you're flexible, or if you do decide that maybe pursuing dentistry on a doctorate level is not what you want, I think true support is them also being okay with you being flexible regardless. Yeah. Like it's not, there's no strings attached to a healthy support system. So if you do decide like, you know what, dentistry or operating on that level is not something that I want to pursue anymore, maybe it's more on a consultant level or more like grassroots level, providing integrative care or policy and advocating, true support system will still support you even in that space.
Yeah. And I can like say I want to go to a whole different field, and it's like I can say I want to be freaking Mickey Mouse, and they'll still support me.
You will be the best Mickey Mouse at Disneyland ever.
Exactly. They might be like, all right, well, we got a couple questions, but yeah, girl, like, go ahead.
We got questions. Yes. And they can ask the questions. But I think it's just maybe you feeling confident in your answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's important. Yeah. And maybe just kind of, that's when you can kind of explore like people's true motives or intentionality, because sometimes our support system can believe in us so much, which is great, but sometimes they are committed to the outcome or the graduation date or the white coat, but then they're not realizing the pressure that comes along with trying to chase a dream that we have, that we feel like maybe God's even calling us to. So maybe it's just allowing ourselves to be okay with people being disappointed in our position in life. Yeah. And even us being okay with maybe like, you know, that's maybe not what I envisioned when I was 10, but I think whatever God's calling me to, He's going to elevate me. He's going to sustain me in it. The resources will come. The peace will come.
I know. Yeah. But then sometimes it's just like, okay, like, am I just overthinking it? Like, it's just like, am I just like, you know, because I see people and it's just like, okay, like they have this goal, right? And it's just like, they just go for the goal and like they just do it, you know? And then it's like me, I'm just over here just like, I feel like I'm taking so many different detours, and it's like, okay, am I making it more complicated than what I need to, because I'm fearing the opinions and thoughts of others?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure like that would be a yes, because if you allow like the thoughts and feelings or opinions of other people to kind of like get in your way or keep you bound, like you're never gonna move, like if you don't if you care that much.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. If you don't become a dentist, do you think you would have a life of regret or bitterness or grief? Would you still be in a space of like shoulda, coulda, wouldas?
I feel like right now, like 50-50.
Okay.
Because right now I feel like I'm in a space where it's like, okay, like ideally, do I see myself like being clinical like every single day, like day in, day out? Like I do, from the standpoint of like wanting to help people and wanting to be able to have that knowledge and be like, okay, like this is what's going on, I can fix this for you, let's go ahead and get it done, and like helping people to understand like truthfully and like all the way on like whatever level they need to. And then 50%, well, I guess that can be like my 50%.
Okay.
Yes. 50% no is like, I don't know. Like I just think about it and I'm just like, well, do I have to like be a dentist like per se to like help people? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like I go back and forth with it a lot, because I'm like, I want to be able to have like the clinical backing, and it kind of goes back to like what we talked about, how like I was saying like sometimes people don't listen to you or respect you unless you have that DDS or like whatever MD, like that extra like, you know, educational part behind your name. And like, you know, me being an African American woman just kind of adds on top of that, you know. So it's just like, I want people to take me serious because I want to be able to help people and like advocate for people, help people like understand their own treatment, their own needs, their own health. But I feel like I can't do that. And maybe that's just a thing of like self-perception and self-belief, like my own. And it's like, that's something that I have to work on, because it doesn't matter if I have those credentials behind my name or not. Like what I'm saying is like, it's truth, and it's if I'm confident in it, then like that's gonna give off more than anything, you know, because you can have a doctor and they don't even know what they're talking about, and it's just like, you know. But yeah, I guess it's like it's 50-50 right now. 50-50. That's because like once they found out he was like a Medicaid patient, they probably treated him so bad, and it's just like, we got to get rid of like the stereotypes and the biases, and it's just like annoying. It breaks my heart.
It is, yeah. So it seems like you look at the person, you don't dehumanize them based off of socioeconomic status, but seeing them and meeting their need, and that's what healthcare is supposed to be, not for profit, but be more patient-centered versus anything else. Yeah. So to me, it seems like regardless of whatever path you take, your goal is to provide aid and support and compassion. It just depends on if you'll be in a more clinical setting or not, but it seems like the goal will still remain the same.
Yeah.
So
all in all,
yes, I think you are a Black woman on a mission.
Right. You need to go to the bathroom because you're all over here. Sorry, girl. Go ahead.
I think you have a lot of opportunities. You have a big network of people, and so I'm glad that you're utilizing them, and I'm glad that people entrust and they see something in you where they trust for you to go on trips or trust you to be in space and places with people that you're caring for. So
yeah,
that's the plot. Yeah.
So it's definitely like a blessing, especially because I was like, oh God, like I want to do some more, have more opportunities and like more volunteer experiences and things like that. And I feel like me like finding these ones and like them coming to me too. And I pray about it every day because it's like, you know, I just want to like see what's out there. Like, you know, not just in Cali, but also here while I'm still here.
Yeah.
And like build networks and things like that. And just not like allow like my fears to hold me back or my doubts and things like that. So, yeah.
I don't think it is because I think you're already planning the trip. Like you said, like things are coming to you without you even having to like necessarily even look. So I think maybe once you're in Jamaica or once you are in Cali, like I think you'll have your answer.
Yeah, I'll have my answer. And that's so funny because I was talking to Marv about that like a couple weeks ago. And he was like, you already know. Like, you already know. Like, you're just scared to do it. And I was like, yeah, I do. And I was like, but you know what? I will know for sure when I'm in these places. I will know. And he's like,
Yeah.
You know now, but yeah, you'll definitely know for sure.
You definitely will.
So
I think it's just trusting your decision, your discernment, your wisdom, and the peace that comes along with it. Like I said, I don't think whatever route you choose, you're not in a bad spot.
Yeah. Can't go wrong.
Because your heart posture. So it's just...
I know that I want to... I feel like I'm really passionate about, like, integrative care and, like, tying everything together. Like, when you get me started, my friends will be out and, like, if we're, like, amongst a group of people and we're talking about things like that, they'll be like, don't get Courtney started on this because she'll go... And I'm like, I sure will because...
I mean, it just makes sense, honestly.
It just makes sense.
It just
So
makes sense.
yeah, so I really do feel passionate about that, and that's like what me and like Shannon talk about like every single day, and I feel really passionate about that. So community integrative healthcare, dental education is a part of that too, like advocacy. I wanted to say like I'm really not big on policy work, but also I feel like that kind of goes into like I have to be because I feel like that kind of goes into like integrations because like we need policy for these things to take place for integrated care to happen. So and usually once I start talking about that, I'm like, yeah, because we need these people to, and it's like so that's a part of it. So yeah, it's just like I feel like I'm like tuning into like what it is that I'm really like wanting to stick my guns to and like ground myself in when it comes to career. Which is like, I try not to think about it too much because I'm like, girl, like you're 27 and like you're still figuring it out, and it's just like that's okay because at least I'm like doing something and making sure like whatever I'm doing something like I really want to do and I have the heart to do it, and I'm not just like settling in a career that I don't want to be in. So yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I'm glad that you're giving yourself the opportunity to just pace yourself. Like this is not like a race, it really is a marathon. It's a triathlon. Like we walking, we swimming, we running, you know, bicycling, like that is like the course of life, and you know, in this life you will suffer, and so maybe like those even of you suffering when it comes to like what's next, or just doubting yourself, or just doubting like the whole process. I think you're just learning how to lean into your support system, what you already know to be true, and I think you've already done the hard part, and that's just identifying like what your passion is. So you've already kind of checked the box already. It's just what does that look like tangibly? So being out in the field, or is it more so like being, like you said, in policy areas, or just maybe like even tangibly as like working on some like patient care centers? So that I think whatever choice of action you choose, like you will be making a difference. And so that's, at least you know what you want to do. Some people 1 minute truck driver, the next minute they on the pole. You just never know with them. So
not on the pole, child.
No, you just never know. Like, at least God's already given you direction of what field you should be in.
Yeah.
So you're not just spending money wanting to be, you know, in a product dance.
Hi, look who I'm with. Auntie Janice. We're having our girl day. We just left Beauty World, and now we're about to go get some food. We're gonna go to Maggiano's in Durham, so I'm excited about that. And then we'll just see where the day takes us from there. So she came to see me this time around. Sometimes I'll go see her, sometimes she'll come see me, but she came to see me this time. So I'm excited. Anything you want to say, Auntie? Or are you focused on driving?
Well, I'm just looking forward to an excellent lunch and spending time with one of my favorite nieces.
Oh, so cute.
Love you.
Love you. All right, I'll film when we get to the restaurant, our food and stuff, but I'll see you guys in a sec. Bye. Here's Auntie. You can stuff it out. We have spaghetti. Yummy. Hi guys. So we're at the Chili's, and I'm here with Twin. Let me make sure you're in the shot. Yep, cute. We are just decided our food. We got our marks. Now we about to have a nice little weekly debrief because this girl's life here, golly, never know what we about to get into. To us. Hey guys, ooh, my lips look very good but bad at the same time, but whatever. Anyway, it's Saturday, February the 21st. It is my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. Happy 78th. I cannot wait to spend our little time together. We are currently at Chili's. We're doing his birthday party. I had to run here early because I didn't know that we had 20 people that were coming here. And I asked my mom, I was like, well, do they do reservations? Because we're like surprising him, even though my aunt spilled the surprise. But it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. He's a good sport, so he hasn't even said anything about it. Like, he knows, like, he knows now, but like, he's still like, okay, like, I can't wait to go to Chili's, like, you know. But anyway, it went from like 14 to 20 people. So I just asked my mom, I was like, well, did we make a reservation? And she was like, no, you can't make a reservation at Chili's, which you can't. But I was like, okay, well, let me at least get there a little bit earlier, so just in case there is a wait, like, I checked this in, we can like knock down some of that time, and I'm happy it did. So even though on the phone they said it'd be like 20-30 minutes, it ended up being like 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm happy that I came here just a little bit earlier to kind of knock some of that time down and get our name on the list. They have my number, so they're texting me when the table is ready, so that's perfect. Alright guys, so I just made it back home. Just got back from Chili's, and it was a really good celebration. Turnout was good, food was good, vibes was good. Birthday boy was happy, so that's all that matters. So let me go get some footage from him. Birthday boy!
Hey!
How does 78 feel?
I feel like 21.
Did you enjoy your birthday?
I sure did. Yeah, I did a marvelous job.
What was your favorite part about it?
Eating.
Not even the people?
Huh? Eating was the favorite part.
What did you have?
What I have? I had quesadilla,
Okay.
which was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, eating was my first part. Somebody else is
Eating.
I wish they were eating. Well, she had a little bit more than you normally give her.
Well, she's
Yeah.
eating
Trying to let
it.
you know.
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because 3/4. Sorry, go ahead. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. Everything was good.
Good.
Like I said, food was first because I was hungry, and company was second.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was.
They really showed out. He got 3 Coca-Colas today.
Yeah,
And he couldn't even keep up.
No, I couldn't keep up. They was on it.
They wasn't rolling.
They was on it.
But no, yeah, the staff and everybody was like really nice too.
Yeah.
So that was good. So, but I just wanted to come record birthday boy and just say how the night went. So I will see you guys later. Bye. All right, hi guys. Okay, so it is, what's today? It's Wednesday. Oh my gosh, what's the day though? Wednesday, February the 25th. It's currently 5 o'clock. I just pulled up to Burn Boot Camp. I call it Burn Booty Boot Camp with Caitlin, and we're gonna have like a nice little workout. I'm completely nervous because this is my first time doing something like this, but she's so excited, and I'm just ready to like already get it over with because these things are intense and I'm like nervous. But you know me, I'm a yoga girly. Yoga, Pilates, trying to be a Pilates princess. These things that are intense, I don't want them to yell at me, but it's okay. I'm excited a little bit. I'm happy that I took a Motrin because actually at work today I had like all types of aches and pains. I hope I'm not trying to get the flu, but that's how it started for me last time, like in my back and then like kind of going down to my legs, and I was really like drowsy. So my teammates were like, take a Motrin and you'll feel better. So that's exactly what I did, and I ate. So hopefully I feel better now, but hopefully like after this workout and stuff I'll still continue to feel better. I'm actually kind of happy I decided to take it instead of like trying to wrestle through, because I still would have been aching and in pain and probably miserable. So shout out to them for getting me together always. They know I try to be just fighting through it, and they're like, Courtney, it's okay to take something, and I'm like, you know what, you're right. So but let me see if I can show you guys Burn Boot Camp. They actually just put a location, it's right here in Clayton, so it's not too far from the house, probably like what, 10 minutes if that. So depending on how it goes, I don't know, I might come here, maybe not though, because like I said, I'm a yoga girly. Give me the soft life. So yeah, but we have 3 days free. So we're gonna go today. Today's the first day, and then we're also gonna go sometime next week, and just kind of see how everything plays out. So I'm excited. But hey guys, I don't think you can see me, but literally just now leaving Burn, and my arms feel like noodles. Just golly, but it was a good class. It was good. It's the setup of how you do it isn't at all what I thought that it would be. But it was really good. I like that like we got counted off and kind of got put into groups, and then like we're all working out together. But y'all, when I tell y'all my arms feel like jello, they feel like jello. We're not going back tomorrow, but we are going back next week, and so I'm excited to just kind of see. But I'm about to go home, go eat, probably take some more pills to kind of get this body feeling a little bit better, and then yeah, I will see you guys soon. But I just wanted to let you know how Burn went, and it was amazing. I wouldn't say amazing actually, it was good. It wasn't as intense as I thought, but definitely feeling the burn on these arms. So but that's okay, because we about to be flexing. So yeah, I'm playing, but I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, happy Saturday. It is the last day of February, the last day of Black History Month, but it's really not, because we reign forever and ever and rule forever. It's never an ending for us. So but I just wanted to come and just kind of give like a little recap of this month. I will say I really was not intentional with posting this month. I should have been more intentional and posted weekly. I was like, I just kind of let 1 week go by, then 2, and I was like, you know what, I will just do like a recap at the end of the month. I don't think that's how I want to continue to do it. I do want to keep doing it weekly, but this month it was just not a good intentional month for me for posting. So, and that's okay. I'm trying to still give myself like grace and be like, okay, like I'm not, at the same time, like even though I am wanting to do this and making sure like I'm capturing these moments and posting, like I'm also not a robot machine. Like if I don't post for a week or 2 weeks, like it's okay. It's nothing in the world. And it doesn't mean that I suck at this. It just means that I'm human, if anything. So yeah, I don't know if you can hear, but I'm very stuffy. I actually have the flu B. I found out yesterday. I had like aches, chills, a fever, so I was like, let me go into this urgent care and see what this is, because I knew it was something, because I've been around the flu. I've been around strep, so I knew it had to be like one of the two. So yep, I have the flu. Today though, I will say I feel better than I have most days, so that's good. I'm taking Tamiflu, and then also just like getting my immune system, building it back up. I do need to get in the habit of taking like my elderberry and like all the things that I was taking before. I hadn't been taking that for a little bit, so I'm pretty sure like it would have helped, but still, with me still being around it and near it day by day, like, you know, but it's okay. I'm still using this time to get things done. Like today, I want to try to post the YouTube video and do a couple other things that I need to knock out. So I'm using this time to just knock things off my to-do list, and yeah. But I just wanted to recap this month, the month of February overall. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this month, if I had to describe it in a word, I would say like I felt really stuck this month. The word would be, yeah, it would be stuck. Like I was in my head a lot. I was back and forth. I was just kind of put in like a little loop that I didn't know how to get out of, like until like towards the end of the month, like until now. And I was just really in my head, and I didn't really know why until recently. And it's a thing of just like, okay, like one, knowing and remembering that the people that are supposed to be in your life in the way that they're supposed to be in your life are there, and they will continue to be there, and you don't have to force it. It doesn't have to be confusing. Like the people that you have in your life now, it just makes sense, right? And the people that are no longer in your life, while I still wish them like the best and everything like that, like I have to recognize like I had them for a season, and that season has passed. Nobody knows what the future will hold, but even if, you know, the future doesn't hold anything, like I can still be grateful for the time I spent with them, learn the lessons I needed to learn, and grow from there, and like still wish them the best. That was one of the things that I had to kind of like come back to a couple times until like I finally got out of the loop. And then another one was just remembering like you're on a journey, like everything isn't gonna be set in stone. Like it's called life is a journey for a reason, and we all have different seasons, we all have different things that we experience on this journey, different places, different people, different experiences and things like that. And you just have to like allow yourself to be open to change in whatever way that might look like for you. So that was like another cycle, another loop that I had to kind of work through. And just because I've worked through it doesn't mean that it won't come back again. I'm pretty sure it will. And you know, you just have to keep on working through it in whatever way you see fit, until it's not even until you learn the lesson, but until like you're in a place where it's like, okay, like I'm okay with this, I'm comfortable with this, and I'm just gonna keep continuing to learn and evolve and grow and change until pretty much like I get it, but also until like I'm satisfied with knowing the answer for myself, even if it's not what I want to hear or know or experience. And if it looks different from what I envision, I'm okay with that. So yeah, this month was a lot, but it was a good month overall. Black History Month, period. And yeah, so I'm excited to see what March is gonna bring. I'm blessed for all that this month has taught me, the beginning to the end, and I'm really excited for what's to come. I did a lot this month. I had like a lot of social time, a lot of time with family, friends, all the people. So yeah, starting with Bonito Bowl back on the 8th, and then had a Galentine's weekend. I didn't get any videos from Galentine's, but I did get pictures, so I will insert those here. let's see, what else did I have? I hung out with my sweet aunt from Jersey, Aunt Janice, love her down. Celebrated Dad's birthday. Got some stuff for work done that I feel really proud about. I had an advisor meeting yesterday from my school. And yeah, it was a very, very good week, even in the midst of like, struggling with mental health a little bit, and then also like this here. It was a really good week. So I'm excited to see what March will bring. I'm excited to see the growth, the expansion, the level up as I continue to grow and evolve, get things ready for Tammy's Promise, and then also how I'm going to utilize my new system that I'm using. It's been really helpful with my mindfulness and productivity. I've knocked a lot of things out, so I'm grateful for this system that has been introduced for me, and I'm proud of myself for sticking with it because it really has been a blessing. Like, it was one weekend, y'all. I was so productive. I was just like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it almost feels weird. Like, when you get to the end of the day and you don't have anything on your to-do list and your mind is clear, it's just like, what is this? Like, like I feel like I'm missing something, but it's not. And then also, I think another thing that I really like about it is, even when you get to the end of your day and you don't have things completed, that's okay. Like, I did the best that I could today, and that's enough. And so that's kind of also why, like, I was like, let me get up, let me vlog, let me just kind of get to editing this video, because on the back burner, if I don't, that's just gonna be another thing for me to do. Well, I don't feel 100% yet. I also don't feel as bad as I used to. So I'm like, let me get up and be productive, because I know that's going to make me feel happy and good and blessed. So I am going to, knock out this editing. I'm going to try to get this posted by tonight. And if I don't, that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to be hard on myself about it. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening and watching and liking and subscribing, or just being here and being present with me, a girl in her 20s, late 20s, figuring it out, becoming all the things. I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you, and I'm blessed to be able to have a space where I can watch myself in present time. Down the years, I will be able to show this to friends and families and my kids, and and they can have something to look back on and see their mom just becoming, so I am grateful, I'm thankful, I'm excited for all of this, and just continuing to grow in the spaces and see what this journey of life continues to bring me. So, but with all that being said, I love you guys. I will see you guys on the next page, and I will talk to you guys later.